This is day 29 of listening to a different album. Today's album is How I'm Feeling Now by Charlie XCX. So let's check it out. Okay, so first of all, the only hyperpop album I've ever heard in my life is 10,000 Gex by 100 Gex. So I was not quite sure if all hyperpop was like that album. And turns out it's not. It's similar, but not as aggressive as that album. And because I can confidently say that this album is a little bit more chill than 10,000 Gex, but it still manages to keep the fun elements, which in my opinion makes for a great album. And it's songs like Pink Diamond, Detonate, and Enemy that have this kind of weird mix of being like hyperpop bangers, but a little bit toned down to make it a little bit more chill and easier to, digest. And for some reason, I kept thinking that this song sounded like if you took Lo-Fi Girl and, just gave her a couple more coffees. It's just like that kind of vibe, but with a little bit more punch and energy. And it's a weird mix. And for me, this mix works in more than one way because these tracks feel like you could be dancing to them and having such a great time, but at the same time they feel like you could just play them and relax. And of course, I'm gonna talk about Forever and 7 Years, which were my favorite tracks from this album because the two stories are being told through some very fun songwriting. And I don't know, that just made them stick out to me and made them really interesting. And I don't know, for some reason I really like them, especially Forever. I love that song. And I find it kind of funny that right after Party for You, the album just takes the music and elevates it to a whole nother level and starts pushing the hyper pop, the more aggressive hyper pop stuff, as if you were actually in a party. And it's quite interesting to have the two most intense tracks be at the end of the album because I don't know, that just leaves you like kind of hooked. If you like them, you're like, yeah, I do more of that. And when these tracks are done, you realize how quickly this album just goes by, which is a great sign for an album because, it just went by so quickly. It was such fun. It's really just a cool album, a fun album that, I don't know, I really enjoyed it. And it makes me excited to explore more of Charlie's discography and, maybe I'll even have myself a Brad Summer. My favorite songs are Forever, 7 Years, Enemy, and I'll throw in Detonate just because it was so fun. I'll see you tomorrow.